limited. Devon Kennard was limited. Abe Markowitz did not practice. Tyron Smith did not practice. Bush Lewis did not practice. Mike Reardon was limited. Blake Ailes was limited. Obviously, we hope to get everybody back. That injury report's a lot longer than we hoped it would be in the middle of the week. It's such a big game. But as far as practice, I thought another good practice, probably our best 2 combined days of the season. And I thought Mitch was phenomenal today. Best we've seen him ever look since we've been here. So, probably says a lot for a guy who's had a chance to prepare and, now for 2 days and get almost all the #1 snaps in there. And you can see him taking advantage of it, and he seems to be doing his best off the field as well. He was up in there by himself extremely late last night watching film.
What's the deal with Dylan Baxter?
Dylan was reinstated earlier today by the NCAA, and he'll be ready to go.
What does his return mean to you guys in the contest?
Well, it's been an up and down season with him in general. He does obviously give us some things that other guys don't, and hopefully he can put it together. I go back to some of it's his fault and some of it's bad luck. I really thought he was the best he's been all year in the Stanford game when he scores the opening touchdown of the game, and then he's about to score another one and we miss a backside block. He's going down the sidelines for another touchdown, and that's the play he gets injured on, and really hasn't been full speed since. And I hope it was last week that he'd be full speed, and obviously he wasn't allowed to play. And so hopefully this week he can do some things for us. And what a better game for it to happen in.
Is he physically as right as he's been since he got hurt in that game you were mentioning?
In the Stanford game, he was. He was 100% in that game, and you could see it. And I think that he was mentally 100% too. He had been off for a few weeks before that. I think the distractions of everything coming together, all the pressures of everything that school and had mounted on him. And unfortunately, then he got the injury, and really hasn't been 100% since. And this is the best we've seen him since.
Is he mentally pretty clear from what you can, given that he just went through this latest little thing?
Yeah, I thought the last 2 days he's done a really good job of preparation and coming out in execution, especially with everything going on. Part of the reasons why we're trying to limit his access to the media and just things in general, because there is so much on him. And with that finally behind him, hopefully he can have 1 week of concentrating on football here and play well for us.
What's your conversation been with him? I mean, just kind of, hey, a tough break, or I mean, did you kind of have to read him the riot act again or anything, or how have you handled this, what happened latest?
Well, it's just disappointing. It's just if nothing's happened to you, eventually you got to look at yourself and say it's your fault, even if something's bad luck. And so the hope is that he continues to grow and mature. He's still very young, true freshman, and he'll just make better decisions. Even though I'm sure a lot of people look at this one as something that could happen to anybody, or something that he wasn't necessarily in the wrong, but it doesn't matter. Especially when he's already put himself in a position where there isn't room for any poor judgment.
Man, can you talk about the play of TJ McDonald this year? Just been one of the steady presences back there. Could you see that beginning of camp? I mean, how's he played?
Yeah, TJ has really kind of had a quiet, really good season. He's had a few picks and a lot of tackles. I just think because he generally played so poorly for the defense, he probably doesn't get very much credit. But he's been the most consistent of the guys back there, and started off really strong. He had a couple games where he didn't play quite as well, missed some tackles in, and then kind of refocused himself on what he needed to improve on, and has done that. And now he's put together a few pretty good games.
In your recruiting experience, you recruit a legacy a little bit different if a kid's a son of a Tim McDonald or a Matthews or anything like that. Do you approach that process a little bit differently?
I think you take it into account. I think there is something to that. There's something to bloodlines. There's something to being around it. I think there's something that in any profession, I think it's someone that's been involved in what they're going to do. And I think that it's the same in playing as well. I mean, there's another example, Red Ellison right there. There's a guy that was, when we were here before, was what we would consider a bubble guy. Whether TJ wasn't a bubble guy, TJ was, I know everybody was going to take him. But Rhett was that type of guy that the intangibles push him over.
every game I know is the biggest game every week, but personally, I mean, this is the kind of game the fans put more stock into. So how does that affect your thinking of this game?
It doesn't. I mean, we're not going to all of a sudden try harder and stay later. You know, we do the same thing regardless. It is a huge game for us, and for whatever reason, just being here before, and we've discussed this before, this is the fans' game, you know, and then next week seems to be more the players' game. And I just think that's because of the Southern California kids that we recruit so many of them, that they know so many players on the other team, as opposed to this week they don't know many of these guys, and so I think that's why that, you know, why that is the way it is.
Did you feel or appreciate it when you were here the first time? I mean, there was a remarkable record against the arch rivals. I mean, that's almost something that can't be duplicated. I mean,
Yeah. I think we'd take 16-2. You know, that was Coach's record, I believe, in these games. And obviously did a great job and ended up with 8 in a row versus these guys. So it has been a pretty special run, and one we'd love to continue.
With Thanksgiving with kids from out of state, how do you guys organize this? Or is everyone going to be with, accounted for with the family, or how do you guys do that?
Yeah, we make an announcement to everybody, you know, to make sure that they're taken care of. Most of them have already done it. Sharice is having some people over. We have so many. For us, it's pretty easy, probably comparable to some other places. Like the last place I was at, there aren't many local guys, but we have so many local guys that our guys take care of a lot of the out-of-state guys and have them come over.
Okay. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing?
We'll be here for a while, and you know, we've got to push everything up, so we'll be here late at night and finish up, and then go home.